Okay, ready? This is take number 2. I'm a little bit groggy this morning, but this is a video that I'm really excited about actually. I'm gonna give you the basics of this question. The question asked by the people today is, can you negotiate at a mattress retailer? So I already told you, I just taught you for the first time, but now I'm gonna have to say it again.
That's okay.
Which was, can you I need to teach people that you can not only negotiate at a brick and mortar retail establishment, like when you walk in the doors, but you can actually negotiate online as well. So whatever the mattress retailer is that's selling you your mattress, you're gonna get this little chat bubble that pops up and they're like, hey, can I help you find anything? Are you finding everything okay? If you chat along with them, that gets sent off to an Omni department where it's salesmen who are in control of closing the sale. They're trying to make sure that they get rid of they're trying to negotiate with you to the point of you buying that product. So you can absolutely negotiate when you walk into a store or online. So a lot of people think online, oh, I'm not gonna negotiate, the price is the price.
Yeah.
You go in there, have things in your cart, sale in full effect, and they go, hey, can I help you with anything? Yeah, I'm actually, I want to purchase this, but it's just, it's just a hair expensive for me. Well, what if we could get you some sort of discount? Would you want to close this out right now? Absolutely, what did you have in mind, And then you start negotiating with them. The best book that I ever read on negotiation was called like The Power of Negotiation or something like that. That book is so crazy, and what it taught me was, I'll give a story, and you haven't heard this yet. I'll give a story example from the book. He basically has this idea that negotiating is just kind of coming up with an acceptable agreement or terms between two people. It's not necessarily monetarily. Salesmen always want to get to the monetary stuff very quickly, like, what if I gave you $300 off, $400 off? But that's not good negotiating. It's just making sure both people are happy. So in his book, I'll give you the story. He goes, there was this customer who bought a furnace. So they bought a furnace, and the furnace malfunctioned, and it spit out some sparks, and it burned their carpet, and it put black soot all over their walls inside their living room. And they called the company to complain. And they were like, hey man, this really damaged our home. And the company started freaking out. They were like, oh my God, these people can sue us. We're gonna have to repaint their whole house. We're gonna have to recarpet their whole house. We're gonna have to pay them. We're gonna have to do all this crazy stuff. So they sent out this professional negotiator, the guy who wrote the book, and he went out to their house and he was like, what would you like to have happen here? And the old couple said, you know what? We can repaint, we have old paint, we can repaint our house. What we would really like you to do is replace the furnace because it's broken. And could you buy us a little area rug to cover the burns? We would really appreciate that. And he goes, absolutely. And he went to the Home Depot right then and there with them, bought them a rug, and it was over.
Oh, wow.
So the company's thinking it's gonna be this big thing, but really if they were to just talk to the people and negotiate with them and see what they want and try to make them happy, it could have been done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's good negotiating, is really talking to the people. When it comes to what I did for a living for so long, it was basically, I have to listen to people. I have to listen to their needs and wants and goals. I have to figure out what their physical problems are. Some people, I'll tell you this is a random one. I had a manager once who he was a he was a sales trainer at the Sleep Train. So Sleep Train over here in Northern California was huge, and he was the head trainer of Sleep Train, and then he ended up getting demoted. He was good, but he got demoted for other reasons, and he came into a store manager position at the store that I worked in. You remember? And he taught me this principle that he likes called BVR. And it's like every customer who walks in has a big bubble over their head. It's either a B, a V, or an R, and they're all different sizes. B stands for budget. V stands for value, and R stands for relationship. Every customer is different. They have different wants and
needs.
Sometimes they have a big B above their head. They're very budget oriented, and then like the V and the R are still there, they're still important, but the B is really big because they're on a budget. It's really important to them. That's their biggest goal, is to get a good deal because they're on a budget. Some people want a good value. Some people want to solve their problems. They don't want to overspend, but you know what I mean? They are very value oriented. If you get them a lot for big discounts, then they'll want to spend more. And then some people want a relationship. Some people want to look you eye to eye and know that you're telling them the truth, that you're a good guy, that you're a good salesman, that you know what you're talking about, and then they'll buy the world. BVR, I like that. That's what you use to negotiate. And I would say that people can use that when they walk in as well. Know that the salesmen are looking at you in that way.
Yeah.
And that's how you can start to negotiate. Let them know early what your goals are so that you can negotiate whatever your goals are with that person. There are some exceptions to this rule. I say you can negotiate at mattress retailers, but there is something called UPP, and that's Universal Price Protection. So some items like the family of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, those are UPP items, Universal Price Protection. So what they want is they don't want you to buy a Tempur-Pedic and then go to the place next door and you could have gotten it cheaper over there. They don't want people to discount the crap out of a Tempur-Pedic and devalue the product so that you think, wait, it was $4,000, but this guy just discounted it down to $2,000? Like, what is the value of this product?
Yeah.
They want to maintain value overall. So that's a UPP, Universal Price Protection. We had competition come into our store and actually come and secretly take pictures of our Tempur Sealy items.
Oh, wow.
And they like brought us like, hey, we're from over here. We're like corporate guys and we just want to talk to you guys, see if you're happy, you know, whatever. And they're kind of pitching us. And then this guy randomly takes a phone call and he walks around our Tempur-Pedics like, yeah, oh yeah, hold on, let me check on that real quick. Yeah. And he's scanning and I'm looking back at this guy and the other guy's like, these guys want to talk to us. I'm like, these guys are up to no good.
Yeah.
I don't trust these guys. So I'm looking at him and I'm looking back like this, watching him the whole time. And the guy goes, oh, don't worry, we're not doing anything shady. And
I was like, you're doing something shady.
And I was like, okay, I'm just looking. You know, I was just looking at this guy and I'm watching him. When they leave, I called the store that was right down the street from us. I said, this was my friend Carlos.
Yeah.
I said, hey Carlos, did you guys have these guys stop in? Matter of fact, they did. They stopped in. He was like, yeah, real cool guys. They just wanted to like check on me and all that. I'm like, you ding dong, they don't want to just check on you. They're your competition. They're trying to get you.
Yeah.
And I go, did one of the guys happen to take a personal phone call during, your meeting? And he goes, yeah, he did. I said, where did he walk in your store when he took his personal phone call? He goes, over there in the far left corner. I go, buy your Tempur-Pedic products? Yeah, why? I'm like, I put it all together. And then I ended up sending out a corporate email to all the stores and I said, hey, guys, these guys are coming around check your Tempur-Pedics. Make sure they're on. Make sure that you have all your little signage right because they just switched the sale. They were trying to legally come in, take pictures, time and date stamped, send them to Tempur-Pedic, and get us in trouble because that can get the whole Tempur-Pedic account pulled. The more information that they have, the more they can pull it, and then that's a huge leg up that they have, that they carry Tempur-Pedic and we don't.
Oh.
This whole thing business is sketchy. So that's a UPP item. If you over discount a universal price protected item, you can get fired as a salesman.
Oh, wow.
People come in and go, yeah, I want that Tempur-Pedic and I want 4 free Tempur-Pedic pillows and I want the free adjustable, and you go, I can't do that or I will get fired.
Yeah.
No, haha, you can do it.
Yeah.
No, I can't
You have
actually.
limitations on some things.
And we had guys we had to report people all the time. We would do it by the books because that's important. And then people would go across the street and then get the extra discount on the Tempur-Pedic to steal the sale.
Ooh.
And then the customer come back and go, well, we liked you guys more, but look, they gave us a better deal. And we go, let me see that receipt. Snap. Well, we're gonna be sending off emails to corporate and now I can price correct this because you got it from, we're trying to keep the...
You go price match?
We're gonna price match the competition who did it wrong, so I'm gonna do good by my customer. But I'm like, this is bad news for them. So let's, that's bad. So I had one lady go, universal price protection? Ha, you mean price locking or price fixing? And I go, I don't have the clearest definition of what price fixing is, but I don't assume that it's this huge scheme of price fixing. And she goes, yeah, it's price fixing. Trust me, I know. So when she left, I was like, ugh, and I Googled price fixing and I looked at the definitions and I dove deep into it. What price fixing is let's say there's a small town and there's 2 auto mechanics there. And so the 2 auto mechanics get together and they say, hey, let's not do oil changes for less than $400. They price fix the item so that everybody has to pay more. They get together to make sure that they keep the prices high.
Because they have nowhere else to go.
Because they have nowhere else to go. That's price fixing. That's illegal. You can't do that. Tempur-Pedic is its own entity. If they say that they don't want to discount their items and they want their items to be sold the same everywhere else, that's not price fixing. That's price protection.
Yeah.
They're protecting their price.
The value of their product.
Price fixing would be all of the large corporations getting together and saying, we don't sell mattresses for less than $10,000. We don't sell bare bones mattresses for less than $1,000. If they got together and said, pillows can't go below this price, that is price fixing, and that's illegal. That's not universal price protection. So, yes, you can negotiate at mattress retailers in store and online. You can get a pretty steep discount depending on if the item is price locked or not. And you are in control when it comes to the power of the negotiation.
Yeah.
Let them know what your goals are up front so that they can steer you towards what you want and negotiate the best situation and the best outcome for you. That sounded good, huh?
That did sound good.
It almost sounded like I was a professional.